Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Civilization 6. We're continuing our playthrough as Poland, which just dropped yesterday. And it's going to be another drinking with Deity because I figured why not? I could use a drink or two today, and the last time I played Let's Play as Poland in Civ 5, I spent most of it drinking. So we're going to do the same thing. It's drinking with Deity, and by the way, I suck at pouring beer, apparently, because the top quarter of my glass is foam. So, yeah. Anyway, we're trying to figure out what we want to do here for Carico next year. We do have the encampment district down. It's not built yet. We could get a monument, a granary, or a settler. I think we want a settler just to get that third city down, since we haven't been able to take anything from Spain so far here. Oh, they're building the Colosseum. That's interesting. So I guess their capital's nearby there. We're actually a declared friend with Victoria, believe it or not. They might have done some tweaking to the AI and just not told us, or this could be how Victoria's always is when she's on your continent and you haven't done anything to piss her off, which we pretty much hasn't.
Not in having great possessions, but in having few wants.
Okay, cool. So we do want to get a commerce hub down as soon as possible, while not neglecting anything else. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. I think we'll grab masonry since we have the boost for it now. We'll need some walls eventually. Ooh, silk down there. Very nice. So it looks like Spain's kind of hugging the coastal areas of this continent. Oh, we're triggering one of his agendas here, doing something. So I think his hidden agenda is paranoid. So if we somehow start following his religion, he's gonna love us. But he probably won't love us because we're gonna try to take all of his stuff because he's Philip and he's a bit of a scumbag. Also, now that we have that set up, let's make sure that we're getting max efficiency here. Well, that tile's locked, so we're good. Okay, good. Let's need orders. Let's get you to move down here for now. Let's turn 76. We could probably still take those little buggers down with a catapult or with wing. Let's actually take a look at winged hussars, see how badass those guys are. They're pretty badass in the original there, but they were set to be much later in the game. So 55 combat strength, that's pretty good. Let's compare them to a knight. 55's fairly potent, but horseman is 35. Knight is 48, so they're stronger than knights. They're equal in strength to muskets. Pretty good. And also equal in strength to ballistics. And just slightly behind cavalry. If you corp up winged hussars, they would actually fare fairly well in a fight with cavalry. Alright, winged hussars, still really good. Good to know. And Philip is hugging the coast here, so if we do more damage to his guys than we take, then we'll push them back. So we're going to be aiming for that as quickly as we can here. We'll get... we'll go ahead, we'll grab drum and poetry. Since we don't have religion, we will just go straight for the top after this and push our way to mercenaries and then later on to exploration. We just need 8 land combat units in our army to get the boost for this, which is not going to be difficult at all. We need to build an encampment to get the boost for that, which we should have done fairly soon. Okay, and this guy... Yeah, you know what? Go over there. And I think you can start to head back. And Philip's looking to expand again. You know what? We'll let him. Just go ahead and try, Philip. If you're gonna send escorted settlers like a smart player, we'll go ahead and let you. And we'll take your stuff later. We're biding our time. We're not cowering, we're waiting. Alright, so barbarian encampment up there as well. We need to keep an eye on that. We got a boost for irrigation, which is probably something we should have researched by now, but we don't have our campus up yet. Another thing I need to keep in mind here is that we're low on science. We're lightweight in a lot of this stuff.
Your Grace, we have a...
When wasteful war shall statue...
So, choose research. What do we want to do next? Irrigation might not be a might not be a bad choice. It's kind of a leaf tech here, but I mean, it's going to be helpful. Plantations are basically key to almost all the luxury resources. Somebody's been eliminated, somebody built something, and this city here is short on housing. Perhaps you need to build workers. Alright, Mr. Settler, where do you want to settle? This area is probably the best bet. Okay, we'll do that. We'll escort them. And our guys here are going to keep an eye on these. Now then, Karaka, what should we build next? Our encampment will take 10 turns. I think that's a good choice. This music sounds familiar. It better not be copyright claimed. So I could do 13 turns. Do we still have policies? Do we still have the 50% boost to settlers? We do. I think we'll go ahead and get a settler out of that city, and then we'll be done with the settling for now. And we'll start warring.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players.
Do we want to change any policies? Not really. Yeah, I like things the way they are right now. So we're going to go ahead and grab military tradition. Unfortunately, I think England's going to be quite weak. That really sucks. Let's make a deal. You can see right here where how many cities they have. She only has 2. So while we have her as a friend, she's probably the second weakest civ in the game. So let's check over here. Cleopatra's got... She actually took Sheffield from them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities there. She's doing okay. And Mr. Philip here. Well, it's worth a shot to send a delegation to him. And he has 4 cities, so 3 of them we're aware of. We assume his capital is just over here in the fog of war. So it turns out Cleopatra's the one to really look out for. Anyway, time for beer and good sound decision making.
The man who has grit enough to bring about the afforestation or the irrigation of a...
Alright. Now what do we want? Sailing wouldn't be a bad idea. But we don't have any maritime cities right now. Horseback riding would be good, but I really want to wait for that boost. Let's actually grab engineering. That way we can get some catapults. Catapults are good, I hear. Egypt switched over to monarchy, okay.
Bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid.
Alright, so eventually we're going to want the maneuver policy once we get horsemen. Choose a civic. Oh, what do we want? What do we want? We want to go through the top tree here, which I guess means we need to get games and recreation. Sure, we'll do that. Oh, there's barbarians up there. Not a terrible shock. You guys move up. You guys actually get up there and try to assist. Is this city focused to production? I don't think it really has much to focus on in terms of production, though. Well, it can focus on the stone. Yeah, it can't do much at all. Citizen tile assignments. Yeah, we're gonna lock this one in. We're gonna lock this. We're gonna lock the green in. Lock the... Oh. Well then, there's literally no reason to not work the jungle. Okay. Interesting, I didn't realize... Or probably did realize, but I keep forgetting that the jungles have production in some cases. Let's actually turn on yields just so we make better decisions. Next turn. So that is Barcelona. Troll City right between England, Egypt, and me. That city's not going to last long in the grand scheme of things. And this is a good spot for another city. So this is going to be Bagassaz. I have no idea how you pronounce that properly, I'm sorry. And let's get a worker set up there. It's going to take some time, but probably be worth it. 4 turns to our encampment and the culture bomb.
No.
No? Yes, dear. We'll of course stop settling near you in the future. You know what? This is going to give me diplomatic penalties, but I don't care because I hate him. You can suck my ass. You will not respect my lands. I will not respect you. Guess you can't respect me then, man. Alright, so let's make sure the deer is locked, because the deer is a very valuable resource. Barbarians approach our new city. 3 turns to the camp, 3 turns to the encampment. Thank you! Thank you for denouncing me. It'll make declaring war on you all the easier. Yeah, Spain doesn't have much of an army. They're about 100 points in terms of army ahead of me, which could mean a lot. Yeah, the army score is really wonky here. It doesn't multiply correctly based on the strength of the army. It tends to focus on manpower. So if I had an archer and a crossbow, it would give the same value to each as what I think it does right now. I feel like that's what it does. Because I've seen armies that are comprised mostly of chariots, and it just gives me ridiculous... It says they have a ridiculous army score, and I just mop the floor with them. England used a heavy chariot. Okay, he cleared the barbarian encampment. She did, rather. That's fine. Let's check out religions here, by the way. Let's see if Spain has enhanced theirs yet. Nope, they haven't. Has anybody? Protestantism has been enhanced nicely. Holy Order, Pagonias. Juice education for this one. This is the one we'll want to grab ultimately, so we can get, if we can manage it. That's the religion I want to spread through my empire, is Protestantism, because it'll allow me to faith by universities and, universities, research labs, libraries, theaters, museums, and probably even radio stations. I've never done it with a radio station. Oh, by the way, culture bomb. Alright, so... get our builder up, then we'll get a granary so we can continue building the city. Should get some more housing soon, one way or another. Just from farms and stuff. And we need to decide where we want to drop our next settler. Do we want to settle around here? Near Valencia or Cordoba? Or do I want to pick that spot that I was eyeing earlier? I could settle up here, but that's going to piss off England again. And as stupid as it is, I kind of want the English to succeed, because we got a really good relationship with them. I mean, it'd be easy enough to take them over, but... they're our friends, and I'm playing the game emotionally like an idiot. So, yeah. That, and I can also use somebody else as a, another target for Cleopatra. Alright, this city here, it needs housing. You know what? I think we need a campus. How many turns is it going to take? 26. That's a long time. It's a really long time. We also need our commercial hub. See, the commercial hub's going to be good because it'll... Yeah, I think I want the commercial hub. I'm probably going to kick myself later for this, but we'll get that before we get the university, although we're pretty broke. We're only making a net income of 3 here, so that's not that great. We could settle here, actually. It's going to be right on the border, but we could get some good plots here. Yeah, that might be an idea. Alright, you move out. I also want to take a look at when we get military engineering here. Can construct roads, forts, and airstrips. Okay, bonus. Culture from the Great Wall, improved for adjacency, gain the ability to construct a spy playing as Catherine. That's cool. Unlocks medieval walls, okay. So I guess military engineering unlocks the forts, the ability to build forts. No, that's siege tactics, actually. I was wrong. I lied. Alright, the British need to go ahead and move that warrior off the swamp. Alright, 1 turn till our builder's done. 2 turns till games and recreation is done. Let's get that granary up. Friendship expired with England. We'll continue to renew that. We'll try grabbing an alliance when we have the opportunity to do so for them. Do we want to settle right next to the mountain here? I mean, we could do it. We're not going to get much in terms of stuff. Although we can build some forts right next to the city and then expand that way. We'll skip a turn. We'll see if that guy moves. She's denounced me. Okay. More beer.
People who cannot find time for recreation are sooner or later to find time for illness.
Awesome. Okay, we got that. We need 8 land combat units in our army. How many do we have? Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 3 more units to get the following boost. But, however, it's going to take a few techs to get there. We also need defensive tactics, which we actually have. That's interesting. And we'll need feudalism, which requires building a crap ton of farms. Which we can probably accomplish, because we got all 3 of these wheat right here. Alright, England still didn't move. This is annoying, but yeah, let's just found the city.
You tread on dangerous waters in the face of England and her
What the
loyal
hell did we do to
colonies.
you? Was it because we settled on a different continent? Victoria wants to expand to a continent that you occupy. Alright. We settled near them. I think we're still okay, right? Yeah, this plus 12 on its own just kills all these negative ones right here. Yep, totally. So yeah, that'll give us like 8. Either it kills or it negates them. Yeah, math is hard, apparently. 8, 10, 11. So just this by 1 covers everything, and then these ones right here, these 14 are just gravy. So we're in no risk there of losing her as a friend. And we founded Warsaw. The timer's gone off. Cool. So, Warsaw. We're gonna get a campus set up right from the get-go here, folks. I know it's on a hill, but there's 2 mountains. And mountains being next to each other on this particular map is apparently at a premium. I haven't seen any decent mountain ranges at all on this continent. So yeah, we were just over by 1 there. Next turn. Alright, Philip finished that Coliseum we saw him building. We can now send our trade route elsewhere. That's good. We should probably flip on over to horseback riding, finish that up. And then we can start building horses there. Your people settle too close. My apologies, beautiful Queen Cleopatra. We will settle elsewhere in the future. Or just take your land.
No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle.
Nice. Alright, how many turns till we can start pumping those guys out like crazy? 4 turns. Then we'll see how bad it is. Alright, engineering, 7 turns left. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish engineering. What is this? Build 3 mines? Well, we could probably do that. Maybe. Definitely in this city we could build 2. Oh, excuse me. Problem is everywhere else is so damn flat. We'll try. Alright, this place. Let's actually see what the mines look like. I'm very curious. Let's get a monument because that'll help get us closer to our winged hussars. Alright, and we're going to transfer to Warsaw to help speed along that wonderful campus here, because that is long overdue. We have 2 opportunities there for these guys to do stuff. Let's go over here and build some farms. Next turn. And Philip's still skulking around my territory. Might be an idea to get some walls up too here. So we can bombard with our capital and with our encampment there. That'll be good. What's this right here? Great Library was finished. Was that Victoria? Did they say Victoria got that? Maybe? Who knows? Good for her. see these mines here. Okay. So that is what a mine looks like in this period, which is the classical era, I suppose. Alright, and this guy, trade unit to Carrico. That sounds like a wonderful idea. And that'll link up to the existing road. Very good. I wonder if that's how they choose the, No, that probably isn't. I wonder if that has any sort of factoring into how they decide where to put the trade route. Because I mean, it would make sense to choose existing roads, but I don't know. 2 turns till growth here. That's pretty good. I think if we can manage it, I'd like to get a fort here and do a bit of a culture bomb. Maybe even get an encampment down and do a culture bomb there. That would be fun. Piss Cleopatra off to no end, I'm sure. Oh! Well, that's interesting. Yeah, let's actually do this, and let's get our boost for apprenticeship and industrial zones. And apparently I can't feed myself alcohol. Ah. Alright, next time, folks, I'm gonna get a sippy cup for my beer. Park you here. Let's just double check what... Okay, so they still have roughly double my military. So we have... That's farm number 1, basically. So feudalism is theoretically up next. Okay. Alright, Kirko. Let's get some horsemen out. 7 turns ain't too bad. Also, how much is it going to take for walls? 7 turns as well. You know what? Let's start with horsemen. Let's also check to see where this little bastard can settle. Right here, theoretically. Let's make that a non-option for him. Because the war's probably going to come sooner than you think. Sooner than I think. Sooner than I'd like. Especially if he's going to send settlers out. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and we're going to steal that one from him. Because, you know, Philip's a piece of shit. And we should be able to defend against him no trouble. No problem whatsoever this time. So bring our stuff down and... Formal wartime. Complete with Casus Belli. Light warmongering penalty. Dear Philip, you smell. And your face looks like it needs to be punched. I'm sure you have a lot of nice ships, Philip. I'm sure they're lovely. However, this is a land war. Alright, more beer, and we'll probably throw down a cut here relatively soon. So who's thinking about settling here? Do we want to drop that settler down there ourselves? We might break our promise with Cleopatra if we settle around these mountains like I wanted to. Anyway, let's link up with those guys, bring that settler back to the capital. Switch these two up. This one can still shoot. Plus 1 gold from the camp, sure, why not? Okay. Somebody built Chichen Itza, very good.
Normal people believe that if it ain't broke, don't.
What do we want next? Do we want apprenticeship? Yeah, I think so. It leads to good stuff. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll get started. It's gonna take just one more mine, which we can get in this city. And next turn, we will be able to get another worker. Break off the escort there, just leave the settler in the capital. Shoot them. Attack them. You go to sleep for now. And that just annihilated those guys entirely. I think we might drop a cut down here relatively soon. I also have a decent amount of gold that we've acquired. Might want to spend some of it.
Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack.
Okay, let's take a look at our policies, folks. So we got conscription, we got economic planning. So we can get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Let's see about getting classical, yeah, we'll do maneuver. We'll get that set up for now. Alright. I think we'll finish off this turn and we'll call it an episode. And choose production here. Alright, we're calling it an episode now. Thank you for watching, folks. My name's been Ybot. I'll see you next time.